Okay, y'all. Right here, I have two of those grapevine wreaths from the Dollar Tree, and there's a SKU number. I was asked to show some SKU numbers. I remember sometimes, I remember don't, so I'm trying here. It's a new thing. I'm going to just cut that jute twine off there. I actually end up using three of them, but right here's just the two. And I'm going to take them apart, y'all. This is a mess, but it's worth it because I think this thing turned out beautiful. Anyway, apparently I'm gonna see if y'all want to watch me tear it apart, but you know how it is. I just, you know me, and my editing skills aren't the best. But anyway, oh, I was gonna show y'all. I was playing around with it. Look, you can make a little basket, put some little birdies on it, and hang it on your door if you wanted to go that route. Well, first I did that because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was like, oh, I can make a basket. So I just take half of it and then take the other half, flip it upside down. You understand what I'm saying? Probably not because I don't explain things very well. But anyway, and I'm just going to take some jute twine there and tie it together. I tried to show y'all how I did this because at first for me it was like, oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? And I didn't do this project already. I've put it off because I knew it was going to be, Anyway, with that one, I don't know why I did it, but I just took jute twine and I wrapped that one. One of them I didn't even wrap. I just tied jute twine all the way around it. But if y'all do this, please try to keep yours consistent. Mine is not. But I was sick. So, anyway, y'all, there you go. That's part of that. So, okay, now, I'm going to make one of them pumpkin grapevine wreath things. And I was like, I just don't like that. That's just too plain, just the two of them. And if any of y'all have just done that with just the two, then I apologize. But y'all know me, I'm extra. Yes, I am. I sure have missed you all. Anyway, so I'm going to take the two there and obviously tie it together. And you want to tie that together tight. You don't want it falling apart because trust me, y'all, them sticks go everywhere. Now, there's a third one. And now look, that one, oh my goodness. They had that tied up 4 different spots. I didn't know. It just totally collapsed on me. Pay attention to your jute twine when you buy them. If you see a gazillion pieces of jute twine, don't buy it. Move on to the next one. Anyway, I just tore it in half. And I just tied like a half a moon shape there. Y'all see that? Oh, I hope I don't lose my voice again. Haven't been able to talk much. Anyway, so I'm going to lay that down there. Y'all saw that. And I apparently ain't going to show you everything. And I tied those extra third pieces. Oh, man. You see what I did? Anyway, I tied it behind it. And I'm taking a piece of jute twine there. Not jute twine, nautical rope. And I just did a lark's head knot. Just loop it through and pull it. And then tie a knot at the top of it to make that my stem. Because I wasn't trying to make no grapevine wreath stem. I couldn't have done that if I tried. Here, y'all. Here's my bow. I'm going to show you again. So, okay. When you flip it over and then flip it again, that makes one loop. And then you flip it and flip it again, and that makes 2 loops. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to flip it twice to get one loop in your bow. So I'm just taking a bunch of different ribbon here. When I get all what I wanted, I fold it in half. Now that was really thick, so I didn't cut it all at once. And I'm going to cut a slit in it. You don't cut all the way through, but you can cut a decent size slit in it. You don't want to cut it so deep that it rips, and you don't want it so small that you can't maneuver your ribbon. And I'm going to take a piece. No, I'm not. I'm going to take a zip tie here. I'm going to put it through there and pull it as tight as I can. Sometimes I use chenille stems, but, whoops, honk, sound like a goose. When I use a lot of ribbon, I like to use a zip tie. And you just keep pulling your loops out until you get it all big and fluffy. Ugh. Now, you see what I did there? I folded that down right there because I'm going to hot glue those tails to the back of my bow. But you don't have to do that. When you fold your ribbon over, at first I didn't think I wanted tails, and I changed my mind. But look, you can add that to the back of your bow. I cut that thing upside down. I do that a lot. You can lay it behind your stacks of ribbon there, and then cut it like you do your, y'all, anyway. That's eucalyptus, and there's some mini mums and some bittersweet. I'm trying to show the SKU numbers there for y'all to pause TV if you need be. Some of that hot bush. Excuse me, y'all. That's just called fall grass. I just think that's pretty, though. Oh, no. And anyway, those little bittersweets are so cute. I'm just going to cut me pieces off of all of it. I'm going to take some wheat there. Oh, guys. Pray I get through this. And I think that's just called a bushel. I don't know, or bunch. I don't know. My cotton ball there looked pretty janky. But anyway, you know how you make a swag, and you put floors going one way and floors going the other. Look, my pumpkins were the same color. I just now noticed that. So I'm going to do like I'm making a swag. I'm so sorry, y'all. And I'm going to put my bigger pieces down there that I didn't cut apart. And I'm going to zip tie them together as tight as I can. Oh, sorry. And try to cut that off with wire cutters instead of your scissors, so you don't ruin your scissors. Anyway, so then with the rest of your florals, you can just shove them down in there because that's good and tight. And you can shove them down under your zip tie even too. So I just put whatever in there that I wanted. Lord knows I'm not a florist. I mean, went until a few years ago I could even keep flowers alive. And that was the plastic ones. I killed the plastic ones. Anyway, I think I'm funny, don't I? Anyway, so I just laid it there on the bottom of my wreath. I hope y'all see what I did because I didn't mean to cut that one whole piece out. And I'm just going to take 2 zip ties there and put them together. And I'm going to attach that big bunch of flowers there like that. Because I didn't know if one single zip tie I had was big enough. And when you get that in there, you all pull that tight. You hear me? Tight as you can. Anyway, you don't want them bad boys going anywhere. But if you want to change your flowers for next year, all you got to do is cut that off. Look, I want to show y'all how big this thing is. It is a beast. I think so. But I can't read and I can't remember because it's been a while since I've done this. I think it's 24 by 14. I think it's huge. Anyway, maybe. I don't know. Can y'all see? I can't. So I put some hot glue down on that wire tie, and I thought I'll just hot glue my big old bow down there. Well, no, don't work. My bow's so big. So I just take me some jute twine, and I put it right down the center of that bow, right between my tails, and wrap it around the bottom of that. You see there? Tie that up good and tight. Don't put hot glue on it, y'all. Fluff your bow up, and here you go. I think this thing is beautiful. I do. I love it. It's so big. It just... Sorry, y'all. Anyway. Ain't that pretty? I think it's pretty. I'm going to have to add music this video, y'all, because I'm not going to be able to talk as much as I normally do. And I know some of y'all hate that. Anyway. Okay, y'all. Right here. Those are left over from last year, but I know they got them this year. And I don't know what those are called. Sitting down thingy. And there I got my Nantucket blue. I love that color, y'all. And I'm just going to paint the top part of each of those. I end up giving them 2 coats. And I'm going to take some of the giant jumbo craft sticks here. And I'm going to look how pretty that is. That walnut tint. I think it's so pretty. And I did me some craft sticks. But I'm going to take a harvest and a thankful out of that package. and put some Mod Podge on it. I stained way too many craft sticks. Y'all don't need that many. You only need about, I think you only need 3 of them. But you also need 4 of the large size ones from the Dollar Tree. I put some Mod Podge on my words. And I'm going to paint both of them with that vintage mustard. I love that color too, y'all. It's no secret. I've not withheld a secret from you. I think it's beautiful. And I give it 2 coats. Almost fell down. I give those words 2 coats of that vintage mustard. Anyway, I wanted to show y'all. Look how pretty that color is. But you see the paint that gets in them little holes there? If you just take and around the edge, if you just take your X-Acto knife, I'm explaining it to you there too as I'm talking like a dummy, and scrape that off, your word will look much better. Just a little piece of advice. Oh, so I'm measuring out my stick here. I think at 3.5 inches, but you probably need to measure it a little bit long. 3 inches, because I was able to cut those sticks right in half. They're 6 inches long. Anyway, you might want to cut your stick a little longer. Oh, goodness. Sorry, y'all. And I'm just taking my 10 snips there and going to cut them up real good. And I'm going to glue them here. Now the smaller ones I put on the bottom, y'all. Only put 2. Well, not the bottom, on the ends. On each end, because my giant craft sticks were just too big. They were way too big. But anyway, I kind of like the way that looked there on the bottom. And I liked having the, or on the end, celery with the gap. And on the bottom, I put them tight together all the way down through there. So that way, none of my Spanish moss will fall out. And you see that here in a bit. But, can you see what I'm doing? Just line them up and gluing them down through there. Oh my goodness, I sound like a crazy person. And after I glued one side in, I slid them in to meet there together. I'm not making a bit of sense. Hopefully y'all see what I'm doing. And I really quickly put some hot glue on there and stuck that in there. Now make sure you get them far enough apart. Now I got those little glasses there, or votives there from the Dollar Tree too. Sorry y'all, gotta get me something to drink. I'm dying of thirst. And my throat's hurting. So, anyway, you could do it like that, but I didn't want it like that. And I got me some floral foam, and I'm just going to measure it out about the same size and put it down in my little box there. Just cut it with a knife. One piece I glued together and make it fit in scrap pieces because I'm just cheap and didn't want to buy more floral foam if I didn't have to. Right? Right, y'all? Right? Anyway, so there you go. Set my little voters on there. Make sure they fit right. And I'm going to take my thankful and harvest word and glue them to the side of my little thing. Now, I wasn't going to put legs on it until... Oh, yeah, I took the rest of those. I got pieces of stick left over that I'd already cut up, so I put it on the corner there. I thought that looked nice. Well, you know, to each his own. I thought it just finished it off, in my opinion. But, you know what opinions are like, and everybody stinks, so. Anyway, so I'm going to take some hot glue there. Now, don't be like me. I'm goofy, and I'm always in a hurry to do things, and I don't know why. So, yeah, this happened. Oh, my goodness. What a mess. I can make a mess out of anything. Look. Here I go with my slow motion. Sorry. Slow motion again. It's like, let's see what I'm going... My word just bent. It collapsed. Bam. And, of course, it landed glue side down. Not the other way. Where the glue was. Right onto that brown paper, y'all. It just... Look at it. How flimsy. It was just flinging, flimsy. And then... plow. I put it down. I was like, well, pud. So, had to put legs on it because my ladder fell. I just took some tumbling tower blocks with that stain on them. And I had those stained from something else I did one time before. Anyway. Cause my F dropped down too low because I was in a hurry to get my word on there. And I'm just going to take some Spanish moss and stick it down in the edges so you can't see your floral foam. Floral foam. Let me talk Ohio, and I'll talk Kentuckian later. So anyway, I'm just shoving it down in there between the things and stuffing it. And look at my pretty pip berries that Miss Rita sent me. Aren't those beautiful? I love it. I love it. Anyway, I'm just cutting them off, and I'm going to stick them down in there. And I got sent some little pumpkins and by Anonymous, and I got a package in the mail yesterday from Miss Pat Boyer. She sent me more pumpkin. Look at this thing. She's so dang rotten. She's got I know y'all want to see it. Look at it. Oh, ain't it pretty? It's in everything. She stands there while I craft, y'all. I know y'all ain't seen her in a while. Some of y'all probably just want to fast forward past this because, But to all y'all love my babies like I do, there that one is, that rotten one. Anyway, so I'm going to take, I remember SKU numbers sometimes I don't. It's a new thing. I'm going to take some of that eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus, y'all. Most of y'all's been with me a while know I love me some eucalyptus. So when I saw that in the fall stuff at the Dollar Tree, I was like, ugh. Then I'm going to take some of that blonde wheat right there, and I'm just going to tear the heads off, and I'm going to stick it down in there. Now, if y'all remember my jars I made, my little lantern lamp things, look, ain't that pretty? I like it. Y'all can do it any color you want. Remember that. Do it your colors. I'm going to put that in the center of the table. Look, with my 2 lights right there that I made. That's going to be part of my table thing there. I think those are beautiful. I love them, love them, love them. I hope you all like it. Hope ain't even a word. Oh, Kathy Joe. Anyway, y'all, I got 3 of those pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. This is inspired by Hobby Lobby. So, I'm just going to disassemble them. Now, I can't ever take mine out and keep my little stands there intact. I always tear them up. Y'all, there's more glitter here on these 3 things than there is a Tooth Fairy's house. It is a mess. Anyway, and I'm going to paint all 3 of them in white chalk paint. And then I'm going to take and paint 2 of them in the pumpkin chalk paint. I almost always prime my stuff. And then it's 1 tall one and 2 short ones. Short and fat ones like me. Anyway, and I'm going to take truffle chalk paint and paint my stems. And take some cashew and add some details to my stems. And I'm going to stain here. That stain I still had left over from something I done before, y'all. It was still in that bowl. Just added some water and it mixed right back up again. And I used 20, that's antique wax. 20 tumbling tower blocks, and I glued 2 of them side by side. Wait a minute. Y'all see what I mean? And then I glue them long ways. Oh gosh, I hate describing tumbling tower block anything, but I'm gonna take my stands there and glue them together for stability. And I put some hot glue on there, and instead of then put my tumbling tower blocks on top of it, so it'll stand up real good. And on my Cricut, I cut out an end, and I realized that orange is entirely too bright, so I use it as a stencil instead. And all you gotta do is take your lettering word or whatever it is out, y'all, and still use your contact paper, so you can keep your inner parts of your and mark. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else it's called other than that. And I always like to use those makeup wedges, those makeup sponge wedges, and put my paint on. And I do a couple light coats, and I always peel it off there when it's wet. Except with those glasses, I peeled it off when it was dry. And, of course, I'm going to get a little bit of paint on my white somewhere, because that's just how it is. That's just how I do things, messingly. And I cut off the word thankful. and I cut out the word blessed. Now, I'll show you mine, and I'll show you Hobby Lobby's. Hobby Lobby cut out the little leaves on the bottom, and one of them was white, and one of them was black. I just did both of mine black, because that's just how I wanted it. Y'all can do your own way. Do your thing, chicken wing. But I did them both black, because I don't know, I thought that was a little bit weird to me. And I could have had a better picture, but I didn't. And, again, that's just me. And on the back of my pumpkins, I put tumbling tower blocks. Then I glued the tumbling tower blocks to the stand, because I lost some footage here, I believe. I can't remember. I think so. Yep, I did. Look, I put raffia bow on it, and some of those little leaves, those brown leaves I'd gotten off other things from the Dollar Tree. Little pumpkins, I think. And I think that's pretty. And I think I like mine better than Hobby Lobby's. Y'all just tell me what you think. Look. Oh, well, yeah, I could have done better. Okay, got one of them jars there from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take that pumpkin chalk paint by Waverly, and I give my jar 2 coats. I was going to put candy in it, but instead I got cough drops in mine now. And my lid. Now, with the lid, you can get paint to stick to them real good if you sand them down real good, y'all. You can probably use Mod Podge to it, too. I mean, I'm sure we'll use it on them laters, right? And I paint that lid in cashew chalk paint by Waverly. Y'all's like, you got colors and schemes and stuff galore. You got all different kinds. I can't keep up myself. And I just outlined my jar there with the natural lines on it with that cashew chalk paint. I just think that's just as cute as can be. That's like a tall, skinny pumpkin, ain't it? I got those stickers, y'all, from Hobby Lobby, $3.99, 40% off. Really not worth it, but I did it anyway, because I can't find those rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree. Oh, I got those stickers from the Hobby Lobby. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so I untwisted 2 pieces of nautical rope, and I tightened up the end, like I wrapped jute twine all the way around the end, about 1 inch long. And then I held it up in the air and just wrapped jute twine, swung jute twine all around it. I'm making me my pumpkin stem here, y'all. And then I wrapped it all the way down and all the way back up once. And then I tied those strings together there. And I cut it off. And then I split those out. You see that? How I'm spreading them out and about. And I take a bunch of hot glue. And I glue my stem to the top of my lid there. Yeah. You see? Yeah. You get it? You see? Anyway, I thought it was a cute stem, but now I'm looking at it, I'm kind of second guessing myself there, because it's kind of funny looking. But I don't know. What y'all think? I took me 2 pieces of lamb's hair, and I put it on by my stem, at the bottom of my stem. I think the jar's cute, and I'm looking at it here, and it looks cute, but there on the video, it looks not so cute. I don't know. See, it looks cute right there. Up close, maybe. I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself, y'all. Look at it. I think the jar is cute. Isn't it adorable with the little stickers on it? Put you some candy in it. Y'all. Anyway, okay. I got one of those 11 by 14 frames from the Dollar Tree. And there's the SKU number on the back of it. We're going to take it apart, but we're not going to pull like them little clips out on the back, because I want to use them, because I'm going to be using the glass and all that jazz. And I got those little tiny stickers from the Dollar Tree, those little gem stickers. They're just the little pink plain ones. And I paint my entire frame in plaster chalk paint by Waverly. I give it 2 coats. Make sure you get down in between them stickers really good. I like using that stencil brush. And I got that piece of paper, scrapbooking paper from Michael's, and I'm just going to use the back part of the frame and my glue stick there, and just glue my paper down. I think that is cute as can be. It's just adorable, looking like a little sweater. And I cut the excess paper off. And I got one of them cork sheet things from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to mark it in 1 inch. I think it was 1 inch. No, it's 3/4 an inch. But Y'all, it may be different if you use different paper, so I don't know. I just took my paper cutter there. Whoa. Anyway, and I'm just going to cut my 2 pieces of cork off there and run it down the side where you can see what's left. And I just thought that was cute just with it. It looked like a sweater, you know what I'm saying? Just finishing off my sweater. Okay, here's where I messed up on my cricket. I cut out sweater weather. And I undid a piece of that white nautical rope. I undid it, but then I rebraided it to make it look like the sweater would be. And I made the hanger with that. And anyway, sorry, y'all. I'm messing some stuff up. And I got those little tiny leaves off Amazon. Y'all, I ordered those back in August. And I just got them like, I don't know. I don't even know when I got them. I don't know what day it is. Anyway, I painted 2 of them little leaves. No, I didn't. I stained 2 of them little leaves in that brown wood tint. And painted one of them with the plaster chalk paint. Look at my baby there. She's wild enough to shoot at. Look at it. Abby said, I want to get up there too. She's like, I'm still here. Jessie jumping on me. This baby is a mess. She won't let me be for nothing. So, sorry, y'all. You're going to fast forward it. So, I cut 2 pieces of ribbon here. Now, here's an easy bow, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all so sweet talking about my bows and stuff. And if I'd show it again, and I know some people's like, don't show it again. But I know y'all want to learn how to make them, and I understand that. But anyway, I took 2 pieces of ribbon here. Now, I laid one smaller piece, thinner piece on top of the other. You just fold it over like that. You see how simple that was? You can probably see what I'm doing better than me telling you. And I just take a zip tie here. Whoa. And my throat. Pinch it together. And then I take that zip tie and pull it as tight as I can. Sorry, y'all. Had to wet my whistle. Anyway, and look, that still makes the cutest little bow. I think that's adorable. I just do. And it, you know what I mean? You can still fluff that out. You can probably run as many pieces of ribbon on that thing you want to. But I took another little piece of that blue ribbon and I hot glued it in the middle of my bow there. So it will cover up that zip tie. And that's just a cute little bow. That's just the cutest little thing. And I took a piece of jute and hung my little... See, I put the white leaf in the middle of the bow. See it? And then I took the little brown leaves and hung them down there with a piece of jute twine. And I think that little picture is just cute as anything. Yeah, dude, look at the little bow. How cute. It just all come together so cute. That was really, really cheap to make, y'all. And these are quick, easy DIYs. They didn't feel so easy when I was trying to get them together. But y'all, listen to this. Okay, I got one of them carvable pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. I take the stem out, and I cut the tag off, and I paint the entire thing with Waverly White chalk paint. Listen to me now. Listen to this mess. Sit there, little This is how I talk to y'all when I'm actually filming. I was going to use that napkin, but I decided no, because I don't know. I want to use this one too, and this is from Miss Rita Herndon too. I love this. It's beautiful. This napkin is beautiful. I did not want to cut it, but I did. But it turns out really pretty, y'all. So take Mod Podge. I'm learning here. If I could teach anybody else as I learn, that's what I'll do. And I only put Mod Podge down like, I don't know. I didn't put it down all over the whole thing. And I got my saran paper, y'all. Take your piece of saran paper, lay it down on your napkin, and tap your napkin down. Or you can ball a little piece up and tap it down. Now there I cut a little pie slice out because it was bunching up. And I put my Mod Podge. You're going to want to get a new piece of saran wrap every time you do this because, yeah, it's a mess if you don't, and it will still make your paper rip. So get your new piece of saran wrap. and dab it down. And I did the same thing. I just went all the way around till I got my entire napkin down. Okay, y'all, I got that flour sack towel from Dollar Tree. Look at that. I could not believe it. And it's huge. Look at that. But I'm just going to tear it up. So I just cut a couple pieces, and I cut a little slit, and I ripped them. I did 2 pieces, and then I kept ripping them down smaller and smaller. And then I cut it in 3 pieces. And I'm tearing that stem out of that pumpkin there, y'all. And I put my paper on upside down. Y'all see that? Good gravy. Yes, all the way around, birds upside down. I was like, we'll make it work. And I think this thing is so pretty, y'all. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. And I just take that flour sack and tie it together and put little knots in it. And I take 2 or 3 lamb's ear leaves, well, yeah, and stuck it down in my pumpkin. Didn't even have to glue it, just went down in there. Now I'm gonna glue my little flour sack down. This one's quick and easy. It's not quick, and it's not really easy. It's fast. No, well, I don't know. Listen to my word. Look at my birds. Look how pretty that pumpkin is, y'all. Oh my goodness. I love it. It's so pretty. Look how vibrant that blue is, that napkin. Oh, thank you, Miss Rita. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. I take 4 of these little pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I had those 4 from last year. And you got to discombobulate them. You got to take off the stems and the raffia. And I paint 2 of them in Waverly chalk paint in moss, and 2 of them in Waverly chalk paint in celery. I give them 2 coats front and back. And make sure your hole is at the bottom. And now that's wood glue, hot glue, y'all. And I'm going to stick the 2 moss colored ones together. Oh. And I'm going to take a celery colored piece, and put it on top. And I think this is cute. I haven't seen anybody done it. Do this. If they have, I apologize. But I haven't. And I think, again, I'm smarter than what I really am. And I think, I came up with a new idea. But I probably didn't. Anyway. And then, put more hot glue on the back with your other celery piece one, and line those up real good. And there you go. You got your little wooden pumpkin, and I think that is cute. I sure enough do. You can put I got one of them sticks from the Dollar Tree. Them little birch sticks. You can get a stick out of your yard. I just got one that would fit down in my hole there. Put a ton of hot glue down in there. Stuck my stick down in there. Put more hot glue down in there. Got off some leaves while my hot glue was wet. Stuck them down in that hot glue. Yeah, gravy, Kathy. Anyway, and y'all, I can't talk. I give up. No, I don't. I'll never give up. Anyway, I like to take my raffia and tear it down the middle. You know how it's real thick, sometimes wide. I just rip it till it's really fine shredded, like fine shredded cheese. Anyway, and I'm going to tie me a little bow in it. Get it all together there. And I just used the green raffia and the regular color raffia. I don't know if it's a regular color raffia. Some things maybe I should know, but I don't. I'm just a dumb hillbilly. Anyway, I'm going to make me a bow and trim off those sporadic pieces that have a mind of their own like me. And I'm going to give it a little haircut there. I want to keep my pieces long. I'm going to hot glue it at the bottom of my stem, like sitting right in front of the hole there. And it covers it up and you can't even see it. Yeah. And look at this, y'all. This one I got last year, that white and green one. That red one I got this year. Look how sad that is. 10 berries on the whole strip. Anyway, I just want to show y'all. And I just take my little Cricut spatula handle. And I like to fold that down to give it like a thicker base to to stick in the glue and hold up instead of just putting it straight in there. You know what I'm saying? I like fold little pieces and make it like I take. I fold it about 3 times at the end, real tiny, make it thicker to put down in there. And look at that, those words, y'all. I haven't found them. There's a SKU number. My friend Maxine gave those to me. Not only is she a subscriber, she's a fellow YouTuber, and she has a channel, Maxine Loves to Craft. Y'all should go check her out. Anyway, she gave me a lot of stuff. So nice. Anyway, so I took a little pumpkin there out of that Smell Good potpourri, those cute little tiny pumpkins in it, and I glued one to the center of my raffia bow, and I painted that little word that says hello fall. I painted it in plaster chalk paint by Waverly, glue it to the front of my little pumpkin, y'all, and there it is. And I think that's just adorable as all get out. I do. Y'all could Rustic could like sand around the edges of it and stuff and make it look older or whatever, you know what I mean? Distress it. Do your thing. Y'all do you. This is for inspiration. Here's everything, y'all. I love you. I've missed you so much. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Oh, yeah, I found out that my surgery is going to be November the 29th. November the 29th. So I'll keep y'all updated on what's going on. We had to push it back because I have infection. They can't operate. Anyway, oh, I forgot to put that one thing in the video, y'all. Oh, no. Y'all know me. Look, my little pumpkin here. It says welcome. I don't know. What you do? I love you guys to death, and I will see you again soon. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you.